simply the best.
All right, sincere apologies there if you're enjoying a little bit of Tina Turner on this rather miserable Wednesday evening, but you know what? Enough, Tina, enough already. It's time for the Fast 50 quiz. Here we are, 17th of June. And yes, Timia, we've been playing you some 80s music this evening because we are doing a little bit of 80s in the quiz tonight. It's quite exciting, isn't it always? I'm always saying it's exciting. Of course it is. It's the Fast 50 quiz. How could it not be exciting? Right. Good evening, one and all. What a miserable old day we are experiencing right now. Can you believe it? It just doesn't stop raining. We're in the middle of June. We're meant to be sunbathing. We're meant to be enjoying our newfound partial freedom, you know, meant to be outside. But no, we are all stuck indoors because the rain is pouring down still. Let's hope that it clears up a little bit for later on in the evening, because if it does, I'm going to head down to the hop because the football is returning. Good evening to the Bakers, Vlad and Timia, who are the first people to say hello on the chat over here. If you want to join in with the chat this evening, please do. If you can't see the chat on your YouTube screen, all you've got to do is look at those three little dots, tap on those, and poof, it will appear out of nowhere. So we've got some new players tonight. Good evening to you if you're joining us for the very first time. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mark, and I am your regular quiz master. We have been doing these quizzes ever since mid-March. The plan was to do them for a few weeks in order to keep my business alive. We've ended up doing them for over 3 months now, and the quizzes are going to continue for some time yet, because obviously we're unable to go into the bars and the clubs and what have you and do quizzing and other events that we normally do, which is quite annoying. So it's fine. Here I am. I'm doing live quizzes instead. Yes, Simon, I bet you're excited, mate. Villa returning this evening. Tough game and a must-win for you guys tonight. Let's not talk football because it will just bore the tears of everybody. But if anybody's interested, Fulham start again on Saturday. Local derby against Brentford. Cannot wait. Cannot wait for that to come along. So if you're watching this stream and wondering how on earth do I play, you don't play by watching the YouTube stream. You do need to log in with a special code, which we won't give you here. You can only get that if you are one of our Patreons. Details of how to be a Patreon is below. Just sign up for as little as €5 a month. You get to play twice a week, and we give away tons of prizes. So it's pretty darn good value. The higher the level you go, the more perks you get. And you sign in and play along at myquiz.org. Patreon.com, myquiz.org. I always get those two mixed up. Not tonight, thankfully. Good evening, Dana, and good evening to James. Let's have a look and see how well you all got on well, the top 10 got on Saturday night, and what a really cool quiz we had on Saturday. Wasn't that good fun? Did you enjoy it? I'm sure you did. Dom the T. Oh, wait, is this from... Have we put up the wrong one from... We have. This is last Wednesday, isn't it? What have I done? Never mind. Look, this is what happened last Wednesday if anybody's interested, but we've already spoken about that, so let's not even bother. If you had a good quiz on Saturday, well done you. But I've put up the scores from last Wednesday, not tonight. Anyway, who cares? Let's concentrate on this evening. All right, point scoring. This is the important bit. Some of you have heard this a million times, but let's make sure you understand exactly how the points will work. It will be a multiple choice quiz, 50 back-to-back questions. You get 15 seconds for each question to answer. A, B, C, D. That's all you've got to do. Select the right answer. You get 5 points. If you get a wrong answer, you get a big fat 0. We do have some questions in the quiz, one near the middle, one near the start, one near the end. Those questions have multiple answers, so it'll be one question, but 3 possible answers. For every one of those answers you get right, you get 5 points, but beware on those questions because you can lose points as well, because if you get one wrong, the other ones are only worth 1 point. So if you get all 3, you'll get 15. If you get 2, you only get 2 points, 1 for each of the 2 that you got right, but you've lost points because you got 1 wrong. We also have some first letter questions, which are quite simply A, B, C or D, but the options will only be one letter, and you have to know the correct answer and then come up with the letter that answer would begin with. And we have got a couple of those in here tonight, and we do have a speed bonus as well. Now, these speed bonuses are incredibly important. As we've seen, quizzes have been won by just 1 or 2 points, and sometimes it's been a tie. So speed bonuses can be quite essential. It's important to get it right. It's important to be fast. 3, 2, 1. 3 if you're the fastest on a question. 2 if you're second fastest. 1 point if you are the third fastest person to sign in. I'm sinking. I don't want to sink. I want to be nice and high for you there. That's better. Okay, let's talk about our random round tonight, because we are doing random rounds again, which is good fun. And we did a lucky spin at the weekend, because the person that came 100th last week, which I think if I recall, was the player that calls themselves something like not free catch using a computer or something like that. They failed to give us a round. So in the end, we decided to give it to somebody on Saturday, and we did a lucky spin, and Jamie's name came up. She's won a spot prize, of which she hasn't received yet because it's a surprise. I've got something very cool for you, Jamie. If you're listening, wait till you see it. You'll love it. But she chose Stranger Things. Now, we've done some rounds on Stranger Things in the past. I'd like to think that the questions we've done tonight are pretty cool, and questions maybe that you haven't heard before. So between questions 20 and 29 tonight, you will get 10 questions on a lot of people's favourite show from recent times, Stranger Things. And again, the beauty of this quiz is even if you haven't seen the show, you can still take a guess at every single possible answer. Right, can we all stop arguing, please? Svanzolder, there you go, Mihai. I've said it, now everybody stop arguing in the feed about my silly accents. Okay, so questions 20 through to 29 will be on Stranger Things tonight, and if you want to choose a round for the next quiz on Wednesday, not the theme quiz on Saturday, but the next normal quiz on Wednesday in 1 week, when we play, if you finish in 100th place, you'll get a spot prize, and you get the option of choosing a round. And if you don't come up with something by Saturday, we'll let someone else choose instead. So 100th place tonight will get a chance to choose a round. Let's tell you about the prizes that we're going to give away tonight. We have some regular donors, including this wonderful company and this wonderful chap. This is Alan of Clark's Cider. Alan Clark himself will come and deliver you a case of their wonderful cider. Now, if you don't know anything about Clark's, and why would you? I mean, this is the best cider you can possibly have in Romania and beyond, if you ask me. It's 100% natural, made with nothing but apples. There's no preservative, there's no nastiness stuff in there, right? So it's just really good cider. It's incredibly popular down in the old town. You can buy it in Lidl, you can drink it at the Hop, you can drink it at Mojo, and you can get it home delivered. If you want to order yourself some, you can look them up on social media at Sidru Clarks. You can go straight to the website sidruclarks.ro, and you can email them office at sidruclarks.ro, and lots of you do order from them, and we thank you for it, because they support us and we ask that you support them. But the winner tonight will get a case, providing you're living in the Bucharest area, delivered to their home sometime during the week. Our runner-up this evening will receive from another one of our long-term sponsors, questmission.com. They've got a couple of live series escape rooms online. They've produced online escape rooms because we know how much you guys love escape rooms, and we know that you can't go to them at the moment because of lockdown and quarantine and rules and all of that. So you will get a chance to do an escape room. It's one of their live series. I've spoken to the guys. They've got more than one room. So if you do win it twice, you can go and do a second room. And they are trying to get the escape rooms open, but at the moment it's just not an option, the real escape rooms. But you'll get to do this one instead, and you can invite a couple of other households to join you remotely as well, so you can all join up, become a team, and get involved. So that's pretty cool. And then we move on to yet another one of our long-term supporters, and one that we're very, very grateful to, because they are incredibly generous every week, and that is Jerry's Pizza. Now, we've skipped Third, because Third will be putting you into the detergent club, a bag or a bottle of detergent, depending on what I pick up. That will come to you. But 4th through to 10th tonight will get a pizza. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th, you all will get a pizza, courtesy of Jerry's Pizza. And as I say every single week, please don't leave it late. Can you contact me tonight or tomorrow to confirm who you are with your phone number, because a lot of you play using funny names, which is absolutely fine. But if I haven't got any contact details for you on Patreon, which is again fine because not all of you want to put them on there, that's okay. But you must tell me who you are so I can get you a message for your free pizza. And if you're eating free pizza tonight, well done you. Make sure you take a picture so we can see how much you're enjoying your prize. We're approaching 100 players and around 4.5 minutes to go till we kick off. I do say this all the time. Please don't panic when we reach 0, because we'll start the quiz as and when we are good and ready. So let's have a look at some spot prizes, trying to tie in a little bit with things that we have going on today. So very exciting. As I mentioned with a little bit of banter there with Simon earlier, we have got football returning tonight for the Premier League. The Premier League will kick off, well, very soon, actually. The first game kicks off soon. And then there's a big game later, apologies Simon, a big game later between Manchester City and Arsenal. I know quite a few people are going down to both the Hop and Mojo here in Bucharest to watch it. I might join you depending on the weather. If the weather clears up in the next hour or so, I'm going to jump in a cab and I will be down there to see you guys and have a beer as well. So 50th place, to tie in with that, we've got a rather beautiful photographic history of British football. It's a really, really gorgeous book full of great photos. There's a couple of Fulham pictures in there, which was very pleasing for me. It's a great coffee table book. That will go to 50th place tonight. 75th place tonight will win a 80s Game Boy keyring. It's an official Nintendo keyring, so that's for 75th place tonight. And then 100th place, you'll get some Stranger Things text stickers. Loads of, I think there's 5 sheets. Yeah, 5 sheets, 37 stickers, and you can go and stick those all over your phone and your tablets and your laptop and show your allegiance to Stranger Things. And then as a bonus, all 3 of these prizes, 50th, 75th and 100th, you'll get a Stranger Things coaster, an official Stranger Things coaster to go with your prize. And those are the 2 that I have available. I've got 2, hold on, let me check. Right, so I've got 2 of She's Our Friend and She's Crazy and 1 of Stuck in the Upside Down, and I'll just give them out to first come, first served when I'm down at the Hop and people are picking up prizes, all right? So if you get 50th, 75th or 100th tonight, you also get a bonus Stranger Things coaster. And remember, 100th place tonight, you're also going to get to choose a round for the next quiz on Wednesday. And then the return of the wheel. How excited are you about this? After the rather tremendous success of the Lucky Wheel on Saturday, only when I watched back the feed did I understand why everybody thought I was some sort of Manele singer or whatever, because I was echoing. So we've worked out why that is. I'm just going to turn all the sound off. You'll just have me speaking, no clicker or anything. But the wheel does return for our gold and silver Patreons tonight. Thank you to a couple of people that upgraded from bronze to silver so they can participate in the wheel. That's very kind of you. When we spin the wheel later, it's very simple. If you are a silver Patreon, you'll be on the wheel once. If you're a gold Patreon, you will have 3 entries on the wheel. We'll spin it, and whoever comes out will win this really exclusive Stranger Things diorama. Thanks to Red Goblin, who have donated this to us. It's limited. You can't really buy them anywhere anymore. It was available about a year and a half ago. They gave us 2. We've given 1 away before. Been sitting on this one, waiting for the right time to give it away. It will be tonight. So that will go to the winner of our lucky wheel. And I will say this: if anybody wants to quickly upgrade to silver, I can pop you onto the wheel in time for the spin, okay? Because the spin will be at the end. So if you're a bronze and you want to go to silver, you'll A, be supporting us, which is, obviously incredibly welcome, and B, you're going to give yourself a chance to win tonight and other prizes as well as we go forward. All right, so some people are starting to send us pictures. Dree, thank you for sending one in. I can't see it yet, but I can just see the message from you down here. We haven't had many pictures lately. We had a few last week because some of you are playing on the terraces of Mojo and the Hop. Now, I don't know how many of you are down there at the moment because of the weather, but if you are there, good evening to you. Do remember, if you decide to go down to the Hop or Mojo in the Old Town in Bucharest, you do get a 15% discount whilst you're playing on your drinks and your food. So it's a pretty darn good deal. And remember that tonight if you're down there. It's very welcome. Just make sure you show your server that you are playing along. Good evening to Wana, who upgraded today. Thank you so much for doing that. James and Raluca are both playing along. Schvantel Dur, just once more, Mihai. There you go. That's for you. Who else we got? Matt over in England. Good evening. Andrea, who was our guest writer on Saturday. Thank you again for that. And good evening to you. Jen is joining us from the UK. It's sadly not a pornographic history of British football, Vlad. Although if you look for it, I'm sure there's a few people with their tops off that, might please you. I don't know. That's your thing. You're welcome to it. Jon and Adrian, good evening to you guys as well. So look, Matteo, good evening to you as well, mate. So look, whole ton of prizes to be won tonight. As I say, if you do upgrade yourselves to silver during the quiz, I will drop you onto the wheel before we spin it at the end of the quiz. The wheel is very popular, and we'll bring that back. Most quizzes, I think, because I quite enjoy playing that as well. And we'll see if we can come up with some other games and ideas. And we're working on things, just trying to keep you all happy. In terms of the quiz tonight, there is some recent news to kick you off. Then we have got the Stranger Things between 20 and 29. I always forget that they're coming up, and then suddenly they're upon us. The rest is just anything that I could lay my hands on that I thought that you might find interesting. Numbers are still going up. We're up to 129 over on my second screen. People are going to still sign in the next few minutes. We are at the beck and call of the internet, but as all of you will know, we have had no problems in recent times. I will tell you about one problem that I actually had during my charity quiz that I do, which has now raised in excess of about £3,200 for a local food bank in England. We're very proud of it. But actually on Sunday we did it, and we had a bot go into the feed, spewing out loads of stuff about Russia and all manner of things. We managed to go and delete it eventually. I have got a screen open tonight that allows me to delete anything like that if it pops up. We didn't know what the heck was going on. It just kept repeating like really crazy anti-American pro-Russia nonsense. Never seen it before. Some of you may have spotted it if you were watching the feed on Sunday, but we have worked out how to block that if that comes up. It's just one of those things with YouTube, I'm afraid. It's kind of bizarre. We thought it was a real person for about 5 minutes, and then it was obvious that it's a bot. Never seen it before. Hopefully it won't happen again, but if it does, apologies in the feed. No need to argue with it. Jen, stop pretending to be a bot. Yeah, no need to argue with it if it pops up, because it's, you know, nothing can be done apart from what I can do, which is delete it. All right, guys, if you're ready, I am ready. Good luck tonight. Loads of prizes to be won. We're playing for top 10. We're playing for 50th, 75th, and 100th, and we'll give away a lovely prize at the end of the night to one of our lucky silver or gold Patreons. What I will do is head over to my quiz, and I will kick you off. And there you go. We'll go to our playing screen. And your first question, look at the picture. Which company makes this product? Dyson, Amazon, Sony, or Apple? Dyson, Amazon, Sony, or Apple? There is your first question of the evening. Dyson, Amazon, Sony, or Apple? Suspect this could be quite high. And let's have a look. Well, yes, 79.4% recognising Sony. That is the new PlayStation 5. Nobody knows how much it's going to cost. We just know it's going to be very, very expensive. It's kind of been revealed in the last 7 days or so. And a lot of people thinking it looks like I don't know, like an air conditioned unit or a hub or something. Who knows? Fokar, you go into the lead. Bula, SNL, Mihai, and Alex, you are our top 5 early doors. Regular names. Let's see if we can get a new winner tonight. Here comes question number 2. Poland has admitted to briefly invading which country last month in what has been described as a misunderstanding? Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, or the Ukraine? So, yeah, nearly had a pretend war. And let's see what you've answered with. Okay, correct answer here was the Czech Republic. They accidentally went across the border and set up in a chapel and stayed there for a few days before somebody realised they'd gone too far. So, strictly speaking, they had indeed invaded the Czech Republic. But it was a complete misunderstanding and massive apologies were made. Bula goes into the lead with 15 points. Mother, you have 15. Morsingello, you've got 11. SNL 11. Quarantina Turner has 10. So tie at the top. You're separated by who answered the previous question the quickest. Next question. A Romanian man has been arrested after he tried to pass himself off as which famous actor during a roadside check? Dustin Hoffman, Clint Eastwood, Robert De Niro, Chuck Norris. Possibly the best story in the last week or 10 days or so. Such a great question. Such a great story. Did you see this story? Robert De Niro, lots of you did see it, is the correct answer. The guy was attempting to dress as Robert De Niro. He had a driving licence and ID with Robert De Niro's picture on it and his name and his birth date, and the police weren't having any of it. It was in Yash, if anybody's interested. Great story. And Bula, early doors, not leaving it till the last thing this time. Bula has not won for a fair while. He's in the lead, 20. Dan into second, 17. Family Turp, good evening to you. You've got 16. Essenau have 16. And Strula on 15. And here is your next question. So the Premier League returns tonight, but which team has scored the most goals in the Premier League so far this season? Liverpool, Manchester City, Leicester City, or Chelsea? I had to put a Premier League question in. I apologise if you hate football. Take a guess. But I absolutely adore it, and I'm super excited it's back. Let's see if we've caught you out ever so slightly. The majority going for Liverpool, but actually Manchester City have scored the most goals so far. 68 compared to Liverpool, 66. Leicester have 58. Chelsea have 51. Bula, great question for you. Gabby, getting and smashing a football question accidentally right. Well done. 21 points into second. Busini has 20. Dudu 20. And Sylvie.Lee, good evening to you, Sylvia. You have 20 points as well. So Bula leads the way. Yeah, I might be slightly behind, Timia. It's possible. Which writer's novels include A Room with a View, Howard's End, and A Passage to India? H.G. Wells, Anthony Burgess, D.H. Lawrence, E.M. Forster. Weather might be causing some lag or something, Timia, but it will only be a few seconds. So who wrote A Room with a View, Howard's End, and A Passage to India? E.M. Forster is the correct answer, and a little tidbit for you, he actually went to school in my hometown where I grew up in Tunbridge. Believe it or not, he did. He absolutely hates it, so he said. 48.9% getting it. Bula with an 8-point lead after 5 questions. Now this is ominous, everybody. Giannina 25, Busini 25, Arena 25, and Dark is Better 25. So everybody chasing down Bula. He doesn't normally get an early lead, but he has at the moment. Is it going to be his night again? Let's have a look. Number 6. Which of the following is also known as Chinese geomancy, feng shui, origami, karate, or yin yang? I managed to take off the author's name off the book, Matt. Yeah, I'm pretty good at putting pictures on that completely give away the answers. Not tonight. Feng Shui is the correct answer. 69.1% of you getting this one right, you clever people. You're looking good tonight. And look at this. Not too much change over on the scores. Bula still with the 8-point lead, and then it is a 4-way tie. Dark is Better, Sylvie.Lee, Steph Katsu, and Andu, all on 30 points. 8 points behind the leader. Plenty of time to catch up. Good evening to you, Mark. Thanks for joining us again. Remember, don't put the answers on the screen, mate. That would be great. Here's your next question. Which movie held the record for highest grossing film ever between 93 and 97? Jurassic Park, Terminator 2, Independence Day, or Home Alone? I don't know if Dean's playing. I don't believe he's a Patreon, so maybe someone's just having some fun. Jurassic Park is the correct answer. 47.9%. As most of you might know, it was overtaken by Titanic in 1997. Bula still with his 8-point lead, and it's As You Were. But Dan goes into second. Everybody's tied here, but you flipped around according to who answered that one quickest. So Dan in second, Valley in third, Sylvia is in fourth, and Andu is down in fifth on 35 points. Okay, 7 down, and it's a nice close one so far. Here comes your next question. This is question number 8. Jimmy Nicol was a member of which pop group for just 13 days? The Beatles, NSYNC, One Direction, or Wham? The Beatles, NSYNC, One Direction, or Wham? Jimmy Nicol, who was he in for just 13 days? That's what she said, sort of. Time's up. Let's see how you answered. Now, the correct answer is the Beatles, and there's a complete spread across all 4 answers here. He was in the Beatles, and he actually became super famous in 1964. When they were at the height of Beatlemania, he replaced Ringo, who was unable to travel, and then they dropped him after a fortnight, and they all forgot about him. But he was super famous, played to, at Candlestick Park and places like that, I think. So, huge. Bula, 48. Dark is Better, 40. Matt Ball, 30. Struler, 37. Abbott's Bromley, good evening to you. You've come in with 36 points into 5th place. Here's your next question, number 9. Avola, Canoe, and Capuchigna are now... I learned how to say this earlier. Anyway, the varieties of which vegetable? Cucumber, pea, carrot, or potato? Capucina. That's it, it's Capucina. Apologies, I was about to say Capuchigna, but it's Capucina. Avola, Canoe, and Capucina are varieties of which vegetable? Cucumber, pea, carrot, or potato? Pea is the correct answer, 37.2%. Capucina is, they're like blue peas, often used in soups. You can eat them fresh, mostly used in soups. So peas is the correct answer, and Dark is Better picks up a little bonus there. So it's a 7-point gap at the top now. Bula to Dark is Better. Morsingello comes in third on 41. Sylvia 40, and Simo, good evening to you, coming in 5th place on 40 points. Here's number 10. It's a close-up picture. Take a look at it. What is it? Is it a kitchen sponge, a spider's web, Velcro, or a tea bag? One, I just had to say P for no particular reason. You do know what that means in English, right, Warner? I'm sure you do. So what can you see in that picture? Let's see what you've gone for. It's a tea bag, and 46.4% of you getting that one right. If anyone happens to have any PG tips kicking around, I'm down to my last 3 or 4 bags. I need some urgently. Please send tea. Bula, 7-point lead, still at the top. Dark is Better, 46. But George B catches you up. He's got 45. Giannina also making a move, 45 points. And on the T comes into the top 5 with 43. So just 10 points separating our top 5. Looks like Dean might be playing. Good evening, Dean, if you're playing along with us tonight. And here is your first multiple answer question in the 1984 comedy horror movie Gremlins. What 3 instructions must Billy follow to take care of his mogwai? Don't tickle them, don't get them wet, don't feed them after midnight, don't sing to them, or don't expose them to bright light. 3 of them. Choose the 3 rules for a mogwai. Have you seen Gremlins? It does help. And most of you appear to have done. Don't get them wet, don't feed them after midnight, and don't expose them to bright light. Those are the 3 rules when caring for a mogwai. Great movie, and even Gremlins 2 I've thoroughly enjoyed as well. A lot of people hate it. I do not. Okay, Bula, 8-point lead. Giannina goes into second place with 60. Dom the T up to third with 58. Outnumbered, you're into the top 5 with 56 points. And Morsangello, you drop down to 5th, but also with 56 points. It's just a 12-point spread. Great film, Alina. Great film. What type of fox is also called the desert fox? Fennec, Colpio, Pampas, or Arctic? You want to look at a cute photo. We all need a desert fox in our lives, right? Look at that thing. It's like a real-life Pokemon. Its ears are bigger than mine. Someone had to say it. Fennec is the correct answer, 72.1%. Well done, Victor, for pointing out it could well be the Rommel fox, the desert fox. Fennec is a desert fox. Bula, good question for you, mate, 73. Giannina, 65. Dom the T, 63. Outnumbered, 61. And Morsangello, 61. Is Dean a bot player? I don't think so. I have a feeling Dean might be down for the football at Mojo tonight. You're all missing Dean, aren't you? I can tell. I think he might have joined in with Mike, possibly. Here comes your next question, number 13. What is the world's most expensive metal? Is it platinum, rhodium, palladium, or iridium? Just need a sip of juice. So the world's most expensive metal. Let's have a look and see how you've answered. Rhodium is the correct answer here. Most of you are going for palladium, but rhodium is worth around $8,000, in excess of $8,000 an ounce. By comparison, gold is about $1,500 an ounce. It's incredibly rare and incredibly useful and incredibly expensive. Bula got that one, and looks like he picked up a speed bonus as well. 80 points. It's a 10-point lead over Giannina. Dom the T just 1 point behind her with 69. Outnumbered in 4th on 66, and Arena has 65. Here comes your next question, 14. What is the first name of the character in the picture? Who is from The Simpsons? Is it Nick, Rick, Mick, or Dick? Nick, Rick, Mick, or Dick? In the picture, take a look. What does he look like? Does he look like a Nick, a Rick, a Mick, or a Dick? Don't you miss The Simpsons? Don't have enough Simpsons questions, do we? Right, I thought this would be a high one. The majority get it, 38.3%, getting it right. That is Dr. Nick Riviera. And some of you actually thought his name was Dick. Just rhymed with everything else. Bula getting it right and stretching away. The guy's not getting anything wrong at the moment. 88 points. Giannina, 75. Outnumbered, 71. Arena, 70. And Dom the T on 69. So Bula, who has not won for quite a while, having been pretty much our best player for weeks, is at it again tonight. Number 15. Pristina is the capital city of which European country? Kosovo, Liechtenstein, Montenegro, or San Marino? Kosovo, Liechtenstein, Montenegro, San Marino. Pristina. I've got a feeling you know your capitals, you guys. You're going to get this one. Yeah, 74.5%. Liechtenstein is Vaduz, Montenegro is Podgorica, and San Marino is famously San Marino. So Kosovo is your correct answer there. That is a picture of Kosovo in the picture. Bula, 95, 15-point lead now after just 15 questions. Incredible. Giannina, 80, outnumbered 76, Arena 75, and Dom the T 74. So Bula, what a quiz so far. A 15-point gap after just 15 questions. It's going to be a tough one to lose tonight, mate. Good luck. Keep going. Number 16 in the video game series Mario Kart. Which power-up makes you go faster? Red shell, lightning, mushroom, green shell. Don't worry, Victor. Just be careful what you do put up here. If you're chatting to a lady. Mushroom is the correct answer. 46.4% of you getting this one right. Lightning makes you small. Red and green shells are weapons. And that was a chance for some of you to catch Bula there because he got it wrong. But so did Outnumbered. 81 points for Outnumbered. Giannina, 80. Morsangello, 79. And Busini has 75. So Bula getting one wrong there. This is what you need. You need him to get some wrong. And you need to get them right. But not many of you did in the top 5. So 14-point lead for Bula at the top. Sorry, Outnumbered. You did get that one. Well done. Next question, 17. Which of these roles is currently held by Antonio Guterres? Is he the coach of the Brazilian football team, Secretary General of the UN, Prime Minister of Portugal, President of the IOC? He is one of them. Right now, which one is it? I don't know if the picture helps you in any way. Yeah, you're good. Secretary General of the UN is the correct answer, 55.3%. Understandable if you went for Prime Minister of Portugal, because he was between 95 and 2002, but obviously that was 18 years ago when he left. He is the Secretary General of the United Nations. There really was no hint in the picture, I don't think, Jon, unless you spotted one. Bula, 103, breaking 100 points already. Giannina outnumbered Morsangello and Arena. They're our top five. So Bula, 17-point lead at the moment. 18. Which singer released the album you can see in the picture in 1993? Is that Paul Simon, Billy Joel, Jeff Buckley, or Eric Clapton? I love an Olympic question, Matt. I'm going to do an Olympic quiz soon. I have to get 50 Olympic questions down. That'll probably have about 4 people playing, but I love it. Billy Joel is the correct answer. That's the album River of Dreams. But a lot of people hated this album, and I think it's one of his best. But then I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. So I love everything that he does. 46.1% getting it. Bula just firing away, really. 108 points, outnumbered. You've been caught by Giannina. You're tied on 91, outnumbered just in the lead because you were faster. Arena has 85, and Dom the T has 84. So Bula still the man to catch. Here's your next question, 19. In 1917, Finland declared its independence from which country? Norway, Great Britain, Russia, or Denmark? Norway, Great Britain, Russia, or Denmark? Bit of history for you. The thing is, Bula's good at history, he's good at geography, as we know. Russia is the correct answer, 70.7% getting it, and Bula gets that one wrong. I've just gone and sold him out there. That was famous last words, wasn't it? So there you go. Yeah, they declared their independence from Russia. Bula getting one wrong, so his lead is down to just 12. Bula 108, outnumbered 96. Giannina 91, so a good question for outnumbered there. Dom the T 89, well done for Victor for getting that one. And Strula, you're in 5th place again on 85 points. So maybe this is not over already. Here's 20. In what year does Stranger Things begin? 1983, 1984, 1985, 1986, and we are starting our Stranger Things questions. I always forget they're coming. In what year is the the first episode of Stranger Things set? When does it begin? 83, 84, 85, 86. The correct answer is A, 1983. 54% of you kicking off our Stranger Things questions with the correct answer. Looks ominous. Bula seems to know his Stranger Things. 114, outnumbered 101, breaking 100 points. Well done. Giannina 96, Dom the T 94, and Irina 90. Christian saying it's the best year, possibly because that was the year he was born, but I would argue that 1984 was by far the best year. So many good films in 1984. Well done, Warner, for picking up on that. Next question, 21. In the first episode, Joy surprises Will with tickets to see which horror film? Hellraiser, Poltergeist, The Shining, or A Nightmare on Elm Street? Get your answers in. Take a guess if you're not sure. You can't lose anything here. Hellraiser, Poltergeist, The Shining, or A Nightmare on Elm Street? Let's see how you've answered. I think you've all done your homework. More than half of you getting this. 51.8% knowing it is Poltergeist. Maybe Bula is not a fan because he's got that one wrong. And outnumbered is chasing him down. So it's 114 for Bula. And then just 106. You're closing in here. Just an 8-point gap. Outnumbered. Dom the T into third, 99. Giannina, 96. And the Family Terp, who appear to be fans of the show, they're into the top 5 again, 95. Expecting Jamie to get some right here because she chose this round. Here's your next question, number 22. Which song by The Clash plays a prominent part in Season 1? London Calling, Should I Stay or Should I Go, I Fought the Law, or Rock the Casbah? Which one is it? Matt's going for 100th. I'd love to see what subject you chose, Matt, if you did that. Should I Stay or Should I Go is the correct answer. It features in various times during the first couple of seasons, but prominently in the first season. London Calling is one of their songs. It's also the song that Fulham run out to when they start their football matches. If anyone's interested, probably not. Bula back to scoring ways with 119, but outnumbered gets it right as well, 111. Dom the T, 104. Giannina, 101. And Family Terp, 100. Never going to happen, Matt. Number 23. What's the name given to the CIA experiments of which Eleven's mother was a participant? Project MC Fort, Project MK Ultra, Project MR Freeze, Project MT Mind. Matt, we could narrow it down and just call it good Southampton players between 85 and 85. That would be better, wouldn't it? Project MK Ultra is the correct answer. 63% of you get it. Project MC Fort is a perfect name for a rapper. Mr. Freeze is an enemy of Batman. Empty Mind is just me trying to be clever and failing miserably. Bula gets it, 124. Outnumber got it wrong, 111. Dom the T closing in on second with 109. Giannina, you've got 106. And Family Turp, 105. So very tight between second and fifth. But Bula out to a 13-point lead. Here's your next question. Number 24, what is the name of Lucas's younger sister as seen in the photo there? Is that Ashley, Melissa, Nicole or Erica? Ashley, Melissa, Nicole or Erica? And the counter is down. The time is up. Let's see what you've gone for. And Erica is the correct answer. 69.1% of you getting it. This is a good round for an awful lot of you. Bula with a 13-point lead at the top of the tree. 129 points outnumbered. Still in second. 116. Dom the T has 114. Giannina 111. And these questions are really playing into the hands of the Family Turp. Not getting any wrong at the moment. 110 points. So we've got 4 down. Still 6 questions to come. All on Stranger Things. Here's your next question. Number 25. Steve uses a hairspray that is endorsed by which 80s icon? Olivia Newton-John, Jane Fonda, John Travolta or Farrah Fawcett? She's a good little actress, isn't she, Alina? The little lass that plays Erica. She's really good. She's been in lots of other things as well. Got quite a career, that kid. So, the correct answer here is Farrah Fawcett. 56.1% of you getting that one right. 25% of you, 1 in 4, went for John Travolta, which does make sense when you look at the boy's hair. But no, it's Farrah Fawcett. Bula, 134, keeping that big lead over outnumbered 121. Dom the T, still trying to get that second place. But look at the Family Turp. They are moving on up, not getting things wrong here. 117 in 4th place. Giannina, 116. So, good round for Bula. Keep chasing him down. You can get him. Here's your next question. What arcade game is Max shown to be particularly good at? Bubble Bobble, Manic Miner, Gauntlet or Dig Dug? Now you can see the game in the picture. I'm very aware of that. But do you know your 80s video games? Bubble Bobble, Manic Miner, Gauntlet or Dig Dug, and your time is up. And the correct answer here was D, Dig Dug, and only 38.8% of you getting that one right. And Bula gets it wrong. So outnumbered closes the gap, as does everybody. 134 for Bula, outnumbered 8 points behind on 126. Dom the T, 124. Family Turp in 4th with 122, and Strula on 121. And just like that, it's only 13 points that separates our leader Bula from 5th place Strula. It's close again. Let's try another one. This will be question number 27. Which of these characters has not been in the Upside Down? Nancy Wheeler, Joyce Byers, 11 or Jonathan Byers? One of them, as yet, in the first 3 seasons, has not been in the Upside Down. But which one? All right, Jonathan Byers is the correct answer, and the majority of you getting it, 36.4%, nailing that one. And it's getting tight all of a sudden. Bula getting 2 in a row wrong, which has helped out everybody here because he's now on 134 with outnumbered, just behind on 131. Strula moves up to 129. You're tied with Dom the T on 129. And Morsangello, you've got 124. The Family Turp, I was bigging them up. They've just dropped out the top 5 for the time being. Here comes another one, number 28. Dustin and Susie sing a song by which artist at the end of Stranger Things 3? Boy George, Limahl, Rick Astley or Paul Young? So it's a famous scene. I found it a bit nauseating myself, but I love the song. You know, but I grew up as a child in the 80s. Limahl is the correct answer. The Never-Ending Story from the quite brilliant movie Never-Ending Story, and 39.1% of you getting it. Bula gets it right. He needed to because Outnumbered got it right as well. So it's Bula 139, Outnumbered 136, Dom the T 134, Strula 134, Morsangello 129. 10 points separate first from 5th. Alina's fighting for the children's rights here. I don't know. It was all right. It was good. I like the song. Final one, and it's multiple answer. Select 3 characters that have died during the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things. So who's dead? Is it Billy, Ted, Bob, Jim, Barbara. 3 of them are dead. 2 of them are still alive. Who is dead? This could shake things up in our top 5. Oh, yeah, and it has done a little bit. Look at this. Billy is the correct answer. Bob is the correct answer. And Barbara, or Barb, as everyone calls her, famously died in the first season. Jim and Ted, they're both still very much alive. Now, Bula got through those 10 questions, but he's only got a 1-point lead at the top. 154 from outnumbered 153. Dom the T, 149. Sylvie.Lee, 140. And Alex comes into the top 5 on 137. And we are back to normal questions, everybody. Here's number 30. What does the S in SD card stand for? Safe, secure, simple, or sound? Safe, secure, simple, sound. Good round for you by the looks of things, Alina. Well done, you. Okay, the S in SD card, what do you think it stands for? It does stand for secure digital, to be precise. And that's played into the hands of everybody in our top 5. They're going to be tough to break down, these top 5, but it's still 1 point at the top. Bula, then outnumbered. Dom the T, just 4 points back on 154. Sylvia is still there on 145, but it's a 9-point gap to get to that top 3 and a prize, Sylvia, so keep going. Alex, you're in 5th place still, mate, 142 points. We have 30 questions down. 20 to go. This is question number 31. In which country was banoffee pie invented in 1971? Canada, Jamaica, Spain, United Kingdom. San. Mihai. All right, so banoffee pie. Oh, to have some banoffee pie right now. Concentrate, Mark, concentrate. UK is the correct answer. We invented it in the 70s at the Hungry Monk restaurant in Jevington, East Sussex. Has anyone ever been to Jevington? I have not. Dom the T has taken the lead, 161. Bula drops to 2nd place, 159. Outnumbered, 158. Sylvia is chasing them down, 150. And Strula, 146. So what a question for Dom the T there. Recent winner. Into the lead with 161. Here comes your next question, number 32. What was the title of the first video ever uploaded to YouTube? Was it called How to Use YouTube, I Made a Cake, Me at the Zoo, Pranking My Brother? Alina, it's one of the most fabulous desserts, and I can't cook. So you're barking up the wrong tree. I know that James in the feed will confirm that he makes a good banoffee pie. Me at the Zoo is the correct answer. 66.9% of you getting it right. It was the co-founder, Jahid Karim, that posted it. It's only 18 seconds long. It's now had 90 million views. Dom the T, still with that lead then. 166. Bula, 164. Outnumbered, 163. Sylvia, 155. And Strula, 151. James, can you please make some banoffee pie? Please. I beg you. I'm craving it. The most ridiculous thing. 33 in an Olympic triathlon. What distance do competitors swim? 500, 1,000, 1,500 or 2,000 meters. I appreciate I've got a slight spelling error there. It should say do instead of do. It's an Olympic question. So how far do they swim in an Olympic triathlon? 1,500 meters is the correct answer here. They then do a 40-kilometer bike ride followed by a 10-kilometer run. It's one of the hardest events at the Olympics. 58.3% then getting it right, and Bula fights back, goes back into the lead for 169 points. Outnumbered into 2nd. Dom the T drops down from 1st to 3rd on 166. Sylvia is catching up, 160, and Strula, 156. That is a lot of banoffee pie, Andre, but I'm game. Next question, 34. If you go to a concert performed by an orchestra, which instrument will you first hear right before the performance starts? Piano, trombone, violin, or oboe? Now, if you don't know the answer to this question, you're about to get a cool bit of trivia. Piano, trombone, violin, or oboe? Which instrument will you hear right before the performance starts? Oboe is the correct answer here, and 28.3% of you getting it right. And oboe is used for, it plays the A note, and then everybody tunes to that instantly before a performance starts. The oboe is the easiest to tune to A, because all you have to do is remove reeds. And so there you go, it's the oboe. Outnumbered, back into the lead, 173. Dom the T, fighting back, 171. Bula drops to 3rd, 169. Sylvia didn't get that one, 160. Strula, 156. Close quiz now. Number 35. Who's older, Jon Favreau or Vince Vaughn? There you go, Jen. I bet you never thought you'd have a question about an oboe. I managed it. So who's older, Jon Favreau or Vince Vaughn? Okay, so the picture is from the greatest film ever made, ever, Swingers, and it's Jon Favreau. Just 46% of you getting it, actually. I thought he does look a lot older than Vince Vaughn, does he not? Anyway, he's 53, Vaughn is 50. Jon Favreau, as well as being an actor, Monica's ex-boyfriend in Friends, The Ultimate Fighter, and director of Iron Man and many other movies. So, outnumbered with the lead, 178, then Dom the T, 176, Bula, 174, Strula, 161, and Sylvia, 160. The top three stretching away. Number 36. In which year did Valentina Tereshkova become the first woman in space? 1959, 1963, 1969, 1973. You've got to watch Swingers, Alina. Actually, it was the second film they made because they met on a movie called Rudy. Beforehand, but that's the first movie that they made together properly. 1963 is the correct answer. 16th of June 1963, so celebration was yesterday. 59.4% then getting it, outnumbered with a 2-point lead at the top, 183. Dom the T has 181, Bula has 180, Sylvia gets one right and moves up a little bit, 165, and here comes the Family Terp again on 161. That's your top five, but at the moment it's a three-way battle at the top for the win. Let's see if anyone can catch up. Number 37. When you're weary, feeling small is the opening line to which 1970s hit song? I'll Be There, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Let It Be, or Lola? Now, not necessarily too tricky, but can you get it fast? That's the trick. Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. Bridge Over Troubled Water is the correct answer. 55.4% getting it. The Simon & Garfunkel song, as you all know. Outnumbered still, that 2 points. Oh, I bet you're sweating a little bit right now. 188 points then. Dom the T, 186. Bula, 185. Sylvia starts getting stuff right again. This is good. 170. And the Family Terp are on a bit of a run as well. They've got 169. So can Sylvia and the Family Terp break into that top three? We've still got 13 questions to go. Loads of points. Loads of points. It's a first letter question. Who's the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize? G, K, M, or S? I love Simon & Garfunkel. How can you not love Simon & Garfunkel? First great folk rock band, right? Love them. Timeless, their music. M is the correct answer. Malala Yousafzai, who won it in 2014, or who was awarded it in 2014. 64% of you remembering that one. And look at this, he's fought back, but it's a tie at the top. Bula, 193, outnumbered 193. Bula got that one quicker, though, so he goes into the lead. He got a speed bonus there as well. Dom the T still hanging around with 191, and it is those three who have broken away from Sylvie.Lee, who's 16 points behind, and the Family Terp, you're just 1 point behind her. But it could all change. Number 39, it's a swell picture. Look at it. Who is it? Barbara Streisand, Jennifer Aniston, Madonna, or Renée Zellweger? Who is that? So Sylvia and Family Terp desperate for Bula outnumbered and Dom the T to get one or two wrong here. Barbara Streisand is the correct answer, and 65.9% of you getting it. Outnumbered answered quicker than Bula, so they go back into the lead. It's tied at the top, 198, approaching 200 points. Dom the T still with the third place. Sylvie.Lee, you've got 180 points. The Family Terp are sticking with you, just 1 point behind. And so, it's a bit of a stretch to get to that top three, but it could be done. We still have 11 questions to go, and one of them, as you know, will have multiple answers. Here comes question 40. Which toxic substance is obtained from the pressed seeds of the castor oil plant? Is it ricin, cyanide, strychnine, or sarin? So 4 fairly nasty substances there, but which one comes from the castor oil plant? Or castor oil? Castor oil plant. Get it right. Ricin is the correct answer. 62.8% of you getting this one right, and Bula gets it. And look, outnumbered got it wrong. So Bula, just like that, breaks 200 points and goes back into the lead outright. 205 points. Dom the T moves back up into second with 201. Outnumbered have 198 still. Sylvie.Lee is trying to catch them up, 185. The Family Terp has dropped back. Mother, you come into the top 5 on 181, and sincere apologies to Jen there. Which country was the world's biggest exporter of beer in 2019? Mexico, Germany, Netherlands, or Belgium? I'm so sorry, Jen. Put it in again. Do you know, that didn't even occur to me that would refer to Breaking Bad. Okay, so Mexico, Germany, Netherlands or Belgium. It's Mexico. 39.9% of you getting it. They exported $4.2 billion of beer, which is 26.9% of the overall market. The Netherlands was second on the list with less than half of that, 2.1 billion, 13.3% of the market. Bula, 2 questions, and it's really, really helped him out. Look at this, 210 points from Dom the T, 201. Outnumbers got 2 in a row wrong, 198. Dan's making a move now, goes into 4th with 185. Sylvia has 185 right now. Oh. What word is sung repeatedly in a famous hit song and is also the first word in the Quran? Shukran, Bismillah, Ribama, Mahaba. So the first word in the Quran. It's also a word from a famous song that's repeated 3 times in that song in 4 lines. Bismillah is the correct answer, as in the Queen song Bohemian Rhapsody. Bismillah, oh, we will not let you go. 53.2% is repeated 3 times in 4 lines. Bula, 215. Dom the T, 206. Outnumbered 198. Dan, 190. Sylvia, 190. What did these have here? Shukran means thank you. Ribama means maybe. And Mahaba means hello, if you want to know your Arabic. Here's your next question, 43. In English, how many calendar months are named after Roman emperors? Alina, nobody's ever said that to me. I know you are mocking me. Let me go. Oh, I do love you guys. Really, I do. So, how many months named after Roman emperors? 2 is the correct answer. 56.8% knowing it's July and August, named after the last dictator, which was Julius Caesar, and the first emperor, Caesar Augustus, respectively. Bula, 215. Dom the T, 206. Outnumbered 204. Dan, 195. Family Turp, 194. Who's not enjoying lyrics in the feed? A good old Bohemian Rhapsody sing-song. One day we'll be back in Mojo doing some karaoke. We'll get down and we'll have a sing-song. Can't wait. Number 44. Which 80s movie features the line, I'd buy that for $1? The Running Man, Pretty Woman, Die Hard or RoboCop, and Well Sported George. Yes, that was a picture from Life of Brian. So, I'd buy that for $1. Which movie? 34.3% of you getting RoboCop. It's a running joke within RoboCop. It's in that really ridiculous TV show, and the catchphrase is, I'd buy that for $1. Whenever the host says it, these weird people that are watching the show laugh their heads off. Nobody knows why. Bula, 220 with a 9-point lead and 6 questions to go. Dom the T, 211. Outnumbered, still has third, but Dan is chasing you down. He's now got 200 points. Sylvia's not given up. She's got 195. 6 to go. It's Bula's quiz at the moment. Can anybody catch him? Here's number 45. With which of the following would you associate the bootstrap paradox? Invisibility, mind reading, immortality, or time travel? Invisibility, mind reading, immortality, or time travel? The bootstrap paradox. And the correct answer here is time travel. And look at this, nearly 3/4 of you getting that one right. If you've seen Dark, indeed, I think it does reference it in there. It's all about whether something that you find on your doorstep and then you use it to make a time machine, such as a book. You then you grow old, you go to the future, and then you go and put the book on the doorstep and blah, blah, blah. Where does the book come from? That's the bootstrap paradox. Anyway, you all knew that. Bula, just 4 points from Don the T, then Outnumbered, then Dan, then Family Turp. That's your top 5. Bootstrap paradox is incredibly interesting. Look it up on YouTube. 46, costing $18.7 million. Which company made La Voiture Noire, the most expensive new car ever sold? Was it Lamborghini, McLaren, Bugatti, or Pagani? That is the car in the picture. It does look indeed like the Batmobile, but who makes it? The most expensive new car ever sold, $18.7 million. Bugatti is the correct answer. 67.6 of you getting it right. Bula, he gets it right. Maintains that 4-point lead. Dom the T with second place, 221. Outnumbered, 214. But Dan just 1 point behind you on 213. The Family Turp in the top 5, trying to get a prize here. 206. Remember, everyone in the top 10 gets something. The top 3 get the cool stuff. All right, just a few questions to go. Here's number 47. In China, what number is considered extremely unlucky because it rhymes with the word for death? 1, 4, 9, or 12? 1, 4, 9, or 12? And Alina, I agree. I just tried to find a really, really ugly boot with straps on it. Found a really ugly one. So 1, 4, 9, or 12. What's unlucky in China? 4 is the correct answer. 74.3% of you getting it right. Why couldn't it be 74.4%? That would have been better, wouldn't it? Bula, still a 4-point lead. Don the T, 226. Dan takes the third place. 218, outnumbered 214. Family Turp chasing them down 211. Wow, this is close. 3 questions to go. Bula with a 4-point lead. We do have one question at the end, remember, with multiple answers. So, who's going to take the next one? This is number 48. In business terms, what does the E stand for in the abbreviation ERM? Early, earnings, exchange, or effective? Is that true? That's really cool, Jon. I know that you don't get a number 4 in hotels and things like that in China. That's where I learnt it. Exchange is the correct answer here, as in exchange rate mechanism, which is used for currency stabilisation within the EU. 35.5% getting it. Our top players still very close. 230 Bula, Dom the T, 226. Dan, 223, outnumbered 220, and Family Turp, 216. So it's 14 points separating our top 5. 2 questions to go. Here comes your penultimate question. These points are very important. A bonus could be very handy for anyone in our top 5. In 2008, who released their memoir titled Wishful Drinking? Was it Carrie Fisher, Mel Gibson, Lindsay Lohan, or David Hasselhoff? So a memoir called Wishful Drinking. Who wrote that? Big question for our top 5 here. And Carrie Fisher is the correct answer. 48.2% getting it. And look, we have got a bit of a change. It's still Bula at the top with a 4-point lead, but Dan goes into second. He's tied with Dom the T, both on 231, outnumbered in 4th on 225. And Family Turp, you've got 221. And we've reached the conclusion of our quiz. 1 question remains. It will have multiple answers. A total of 18 points up for grabs if you are the fastest player. Our top 5 could still win. Here we go. Number 50. Select 3 bands that have contained siblings: the Beach Boys, the Pointer Sisters, the Righteous Brothers, One Direction, No Doubt. 3 of those bands have siblings, as in a brother and a brother, 2 sisters, or a brother and sister. Which 3 of those bands? Beach Boys, Pointer Sisters, Righteous Brothers, One Direction, No Doubt. Tricky question. The Beach Boys is correct. The Pointer Sisters is correct. The Righteous Brothers were not real brothers, I'm afraid. They adopted that name way after they met. 21.1% of you getting that one wrong. One Direction, there's no brothers in One Direction, I'm afraid. 10.4% of you getting that one wrong. And No Doubt, Gwen and Eric Stefani, brother and sister, are part of the band No Doubt. 15.1% of you getting it right. 3, 2, 1, fireworks. Pfft. There you go. Bula's won again. He deserved it. He led almost all the way. Well done to you, my man. You finally got back to your winning ways. Bula takes it on 251 points. Well done to Outnumbered, who come into second on 243. And what a performance from the Family Turp, who got back into the top 5. And with that final question, moved up into 3rd place. You're going into the Detergent Club. Craig, I'm going to have to get you a bag of a detergent. Well done to Alina, that's broken the top 50 for the first time. Congratulations to you. Let's round out our top 10 here, because you all win a prize. So, Bula, you're getting the case of cider. Outnumbered, you're going to get to do the escape room with Quest Mission. Family Turp, you're in the Detergent Club. I'll have a bag or bottle of detergent for you at the hop in due course. Dom the T, Dan, James D, Dana, Strula, Alex and Sylvia, you've all won pizza for courtesy of Jerry's Pizza. Well done to you. Now, all of you, can you please remind me with a quick message and your phone number so that I can put them all together, collate them all and send them off to Jerry's Pizza so we can get you your prizes as soon as possible. Now, did you win a spot prize tonight? Remember, we are giving away lots of lovely spot prizes tonight for 50th, 75th and 100th. Nothing for 69th, I'm afraid, Matt, although that is the coolest position, as we know, to finish in. Anyway, 50th, you get the British Football Book. Game Boy keyring is going to 75th, and 100th will get the text stickers, the Stranger Things text stickers, and 100th gets a chance to choose a round of questions, 10 questions, for next Wednesday. All of those free prize winners will also receive a Stranger Thing coaster. Addy, I'm not going to have the sound on with the wheel. I'm just going to have my voice, because we do have one more prize to give away, and we will head over to the wheel very, very soon, because I know how much you want to watch the wheel. You love the wheel. Do you want to see the wheel? Let's go to the wheel. All right. Here it is. Now you should all be loaded up on here. Here is our lucky wheel this evening. I'm going to stay with you. Now have a look at the wheel. Look how excited you are. Can you see your names? Now, the people that you see on here are silver and gold Patreons. Now, if you are a gold Patreon, you will see that your name is on there 3 times, and silver, you get 1 place on there. So if you are a gold Patreon, you have got much more chance of winning our final prize tonight, which is this rather awesome prize right here. It is the Stranger Things diorama with 11 being chased by the Demogorgon. It's awesome. It's collectible. You can't buy these anymore. We should give this away. Right, if you're ready, should we spin the wheel and see if we can find a winner? I think we should. All right, let's get that wheel spun. If you're ready, let's go. Right, the wheel is spinning. Who's going to be the winner tonight? Spin that wheel. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's slowing down. Can you see your name? Can you see it? So it's coming around. Will it be Mihaela? No, it's gone past Andre. It's going past Maruna. Alex, no. Alexandra, Anna, Andrea. Could it be Andre? Could it be another Andre? There's an Andre above him. It's definitely going to be an Andre. But which one? It's Andre Balaban. Congratulations. 3 Andres in a row there. It had to be an Andre. Andre Balaban, you are our winner tonight. Congratulations to you. You will win the diorama right here. Andre. So I'm not sure in the feed which one's Andre, because lots of you have the name Andre over here. But Andre Balaban, if you're playing tonight, please let us know. We will get you that. Even if you're not playing, I'm going to make sure you get it anyway. So that was fun. We will spin the wheel next time as well. If you want to be on the wheel, all you've got to do is be a silver or a gold Patreon. And we'll also do some prizes every now and again where we include absolutely everybody. But silver and gold Patreons, we wanted to shake it up a little bit for the prizes that we have for you. And we're going to use the wheel for the time being. So I really hope you enjoyed that. Now, we do return on Saturday. Saturday, very exciting. It's one you've been waiting for. It's the Quentin Tarantino Movies Quiz with Maverick, who has... No, we're not spinning it anymore, Juana. With Maverick, who has helped me write these questions. Really looking forward to this one. I have got Quentin Tarantino prizes to give away, mainly t-shirts, but I have got t-shirts from Reservoir Dogs, from Pulp Fiction, and from Kill Bill, and they're official merchandise. I had to get them from America, and they are awesome. I'm going to give those all away on Saturday night. So we'll spin the wheel for extra prizes as well and have some fun. Join us on Saturday night for that. I will do a write-up and put that onto the Facebook page in the next 10 or 15 minutes. And if it's not raining outside, I'm going to jump in a cab and head down to the Hop. If you are at the Hop and we owe you prizes, then you can meet me there, providing it's not raining, because I'm going to come down and watch the Man City versus Arsenal game very, very soon. So thank you so much for playing along, everybody. It's been an absolute delight, as it always is. We will return on Saturday. If you're taking pictures, make sure you send them over to us. We love to get pictures. And yeah, we'll be with you again on Saturday. If I see you at the Hop in a while, buy me a beer. I definitely need it. Thanks so much, everybody, and good night.